Morning. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool. Together as a collective. Without you this doesn't work. So concentrate on your cards. Astral DJ is playing a song I feel like I should know. And the words I can grasp at the minute are, I see your soul come shining through. So I'll find it and I'll post it along with probably the rest of the songs for the monthlies today. It's about 5 o'clock. Seems to be waking me up early now. Overall energy, straight away. Today's card is the Chariot. It's about two warring factions being brought together under control. It's about focus and drive. Success if the energy is harnessed properly. Can also be about power struggles. And the wrong way up it can be problems with vehicles. And it's early on. In the morning. So that's probably why they woke me up so early. Don't forget to watch the astrology. It's all a bit iffy at the minute. So there's an unfortunate change coming, a run of bad luck. I was born on the 10th, living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Fate has put a spanner in the works. This needs to be transformed. Scorpio energy. It's about the reproductive organs and shared resources. This change is the catalyst for you to grow as a person and come out of your comfort zone. I was born on the 13th, living or past. Date for your diary and address, positive energy. No more grieving, no more wallowing in self-pity. It's time to transform. There may be arguments. It's in the astrology. We've got to be aware of it. These are people that like to stir the pot. And as my granny would say, those that stir the shit pot should be made to lick the stick. This is somebody who enjoys causing arguments. They thrive on it. It feeds their ego. You need to be the one that takes the high road and walks away, doesn't get involved. It's 5 weeks, it says. Somebody who's quite happy to cut the nose off to spite the face, because they don't care about being happy, they just want to be right. So somebody has taken their eye off the ball. They've been sat around thinking it'll work out, it'll all work out. And while they've been napping, the world's been burning around them. It's time to get up and fight for what you believe in. Maybe travel involved, a new car, or the purchase of a car. Red cars bring success. It is about the home, the ancestors, the womb, which we've already spoke about, the breasts, so girls, check yourselves. It's about healing. It's about taking back control of your life. As well on this day. It's putting the effort in. You need to put the effort in there. It's not going to happen if you sit back on your laurels. Something is over. Something has ended. Something is dead. It could be a passing. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. If it is a passing, I'm very sorry. We've got the Eclipse Energy again. I don't know when the next one is, if we have any. I will check it out. But there is heartache, sorrow, loss and separation here. No suggestion of a third party apart from that card. So it could be that something's come between you and the one you love. And it could be that you're not putting enough effort in, or you're not earning enough, you're not communicating, or you're living to work instead of working to live. So you're spending too much time at work. So something needs to change, because maybe some of you have tried to make a change and it didn't work out. The good news is that the only major arcana that isn't about today is positive, the 13th. So it could be the 13th of this month. But the rest of the cards. So let's see if we can pick a few more details out then. What's this unlucky change about? So a demanding fire sign energy. It's got the cat on it, so we can't ignore it. It's the Leo. Somebody who demands financial security. The transformation is someone that's been wounded, hurt, possibly a widow, so that could be the passing. A divorcee, so that could be the ending. She is someone out for revenge, so you can't trust her to be detached and logical. She gives bad advice. Could be a doctor, a priest, or a lawyer. If you've seen a doctor who is a female and you don't agree with the opinion, get a second opinion, because she's not thinking straight. There's a lot going on in her personal life. Could be a nurse. It's cutting someone out of your life. Arguments. Unconditional love is what's called for, but for yourself, I think. Because you shouldn't put up with this energy. It can get violent, and it doesn't look like it's coming from the male. It looks like the female is the violent one. Unconditional love of a partner, a father figure, someone who's in charge of their emotions, somebody who knows what they want, somebody who loves their self without ego, so gives herself the same nurturing they give everybody else. So this is a weird one because we've got the wasps destroying, bringing success. So the destruction of, on that card, is what brings success. Something has to end, the ending here, for something else to grow. And then your luck will change. So fate is putting this spanner in the works for you to make changes for your greater good. Look for the ladybird. So the 10 is changeable. Aries energy. This is new beginnings. This is healing to the head and face. This is haircuts, facials, looking after yourself, self-esteem and success. New beginnings. I was born on the 4th of the 31st. Living or past it for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. It's government officials, it's bosses, father figures again. An ending, something negative to do with your childhood, your siblings, connections to the past. If someone returns from the past, it's to make an ending, to bring something to a conclusion. Problems with children perhaps. And an apology for all the heartache, sorrow, loss, pain. This is the only night that always gets there. May have a limp or an old injury to the leg. It's improving communications, improving finance, but it's very, very slow. So some people will get annoyed with it. Could be somebody in uniform, could be somebody with a darker complexion. He's usually the blue-eyed boy. But somebody's feeling a lack. They're feeling half erased, lonely in a room full of people. The bird in the gilded cage. So all the majors have been positive, even that 10, because it turned itself around, which is the most important thing. So the bigger picture is what you don't see, and it's positive. But you've got to go through some cleansing energy first, clearing the decks. There he is again. Aries. Government officials, bosses, father figures, anybody who's the divine masculine, really, the alpha male. It's self-esteem above all else. So loving yourself as much as you love others. So not sacrificing yourself anymore. And it will bring success. Take care of yourself, present yourself well. Get up, get washed, get shaved, get dressed, whatever. Especially if you've been in a funk. Yeah, it's about self-respect. Others need to earn some respect. You've been banging your head against a brick wall and you're not getting anywhere. So you're going to give up, or somebody's giving up. There's a narcissist energy here, so I take that back. He could love himself so much that that's what's causing the problems. He doesn't really care about anybody else. It could be a water sign child that's causing the problems. But it's immature energy and the offer's not really good enough. So somebody is mourning the loss of something. Ran out of options, really. or they had too many options, so they didn't pick anything, and that's what caused the problem. Yeah, so we have a couple here, no two ways about it, they aren't getting on. They're banging heads. Both of them are detached. Neither of them want to know. There's no passion, there's no love. There's just conflict. Both being very, very hurt. There's no fixing this. There's an ending. No real good memories either at the moment. Maybe that will change. But yeah, not a good look at all. Oh no, no. They're both turning their back on this situation. But that could mean that they're ignoring it, which is no good. There's no healing taking place because everybody's being worried about the money, comparing themselves to others. It's all about finances and the way that it looks to others. You've got to accept this ending because you're just both miserable. And when you do, there is a bond. So yes, there'll be heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. Eventually there'll be apologies and then some kind of friendship. But you're not meant to be together. This is an injustice. It may go to court. It's about the lines in the marital home. There's impotence issues, health issues, maybe with the colon, the prostate or whatever. There's no passion in this. So maybe this couple's come to the end of the road and they've realised they don't love each other anymore, or not in that way. And that's what all this fighting and everything could have been eradicated if they'd admitted that a long time ago, accepted the situation a long time ago. And number 11, living or past, state for your diary and address, external energy. Yeah, there is travel indicated. Somebody's travelling away from this situation now. There will be positive communication. Someone's been told in no uncertain terms that they're insane, that they can't do something, that they've lost their mind. In actual fact, they're seeing things very, very clearly. A young female energy is causing problems. It could be a child. And a gentleman, well, it's not gender specific, that one. So somebody's been pushed to the edge where they're suicidal. And it may be that that's the change that's needed to realise that nothing is worth that ever. Depression. But also that if somebody threatens that you are not trapped in a situation because of it, you get the person, if they keep threatening suicide if you leave, you get the person help, and I'm afraid you walk away because that won't be your choice. It wasn't your fault. They chose that ending, and probably just to punish you. But trust me, when they get to the other side, it won't be what they think. So, yeah, suicidal tendencies, maybe depression, but you can't live your life held to ransom. There's probably faith involved, or marriage, or friendship, some sort of loyalty, indoctrination, where you've been told that that's not the right thing to do, which it seems heartless, but it is like a codependent situation. It's unhealthy for everybody. So study, schools, teachers, faith, religion, governments, whatever it is, somebody's holding you to ransom. So when this passing takes place, there is a female, like I said, she could be a widow or widower, mourning the loss of some, oh, there they are. So yes, they're both mourning, they're both equally as unhappy about this situation, but they both know, I believe, that it is over. And there is possibility, if they're adult about it, to be still close, but they just don't, there's no chemistry, they don't connect anymore. And again, government official, father figure, whatever it is, somebody you once looked up to, is no longer held in high esteem. And that's probably the issue. There's no respect anymore, no appreciation. It's all about the money. Sagittarius, somebody finally sees. Number 21 is a chapter ending. Yep, 6 of Wands, victory. Finally, Spirit is saying they get it. They see what needs to be done. So, luck is not a chance. So that's why your bad luck here, it's not by chance. It is earned. And it seems like Spirit is saying you've earned this run of good luck that's going to come your way. You are just about ready to hit your mark. The ancient symbol for Sagittarius is half man, half horse. So those born 1966, plus or minus 12 February to February may be involved. The creature trained in the art of archery, who always manages to hit his target no matter how far he roams. Sagittarians are honest, candid, and not afraid to speak. I don't know if we've got Sagittarius in doing anything in the planet, so we'll have a look. Since this freedom-loving fire sign is not offended by the truth, he is often surprised when others take offence at his words. Sagittarians are drawn to religious ideas, though sometimes they deny it. They will go through periods of not being religious at all and claim not to believe in anything, even bucking against authority. Religion and philosophy are concepts they remain fascinated by, though. They will argue for hours about religion, faith. But such faith always remains an intellectual pursuit. Sagittarians are highly idealistic, so there is their way of doing things. lost my place, sorry. Creative, outdoorsy, and have great sense of play and fun. They are also extremely restless and would prefer not to stay in the same spot. Instead, they would rather roam. Sagittarians dislike routine, so encumbered by the usual 9-to-5 job. Yes, they get bored very easily. They may end up as magicians, fire eaters, tattoo artists, entertainers, publishers, literary agents, clergy, tutors, yes, bookstore owners, or whatever does not require a set schedule. Sagittarians tend to be rather lucky, but have a habit of not handling money well and will sometimes squander any wealth that comes to them. They are confident, which makes them highly attractive and popular, drawing to them what they need. Sagittarians also have integrity and will not go along with anything unfair or underhand injustice. Wicca, paganism and the Catholic Church are all ruled by Sagittarius. When you think about it, these religions with their pomp and ceremony, candles and incense have much in common. They're not as showy as their fellow fire signs Leo and Sagittarius tend to largesse by their nature and prefer to do what they do to be memorable. The Archer sign does not want an ordinary life. It bores them. Freedom at this current time is essential. Both parties want out, really. You will feel the need to fight against restrictions. There you go. Fighting. Where's my 5 of Swords? Of any kind. That includes governments, bosses, etc. You want to know where you stand. If your question pertains to a relationship, you or your partner need to be given extra space and looser reins, but somebody is going to try to emotionally blackmail you into staying. You've got to be strong enough to say, no, not this time. You want everything out in the open and you want to know where you stand. If your question pertains to a relationship, you or your partner need to be given extra space and looser reins. You may find yourself especially philosophical at this current time and even studying religion, which may not have appealed to you before. Interestingly, Sagittarius is a sign represented large animals, especially horses, again 1966, plus or minus 12, and big dogs, 1970, plus or minus 12, February to February. You may soon be acquiring a new pet, or it may be that animals are already a big part of your life. Like these beautiful beasts, you love that sense of wildness and being in the open air. You may soon travel to areas of vast countryside or regions with mountains and lakes that you want to explore. You might embrace a new philosophy, enroll in a class of higher learning, or begin to study religions. A visit to a casino or any other area where gambling takes place could likely come about. You will probably be fortunate and win. As long as you don't proceed recklessly, it's a good time to take a gamble. Your future looks promising because you're ready to expand and grow your limits. If you do encounter difficulties, you will surmount them easily and move forward to your next lucky break in life, which should be coming soon. So good luck, favourable conditions, being open-minded, going for the truth. Being truthful brings good luck. Being frank and honest, being kind and helpful, allowing others to be who they are. Don't try and control others. Take back control of your own life, but you have no right to control others. Seeking answers, becoming curious, psychic fairs, visiting areas of study, university, lecture halls, churches, bookstores, courthouses, feeling passionate, going on a big adventure, travels in a southeastern direction, giving others their freedom, gathering others together for a good cause, living for the moment, avoiding commitment, clumsy accidents, feeling loose inside the body, wine and beer, campouts, fireplaces, horses, kidneys, buttocks and upper thighs, gambling places, lottery tickets, panhandlers, the colours violet, magenta and blue. This is freedom, exploration, lucky breaks, religion, travel, philosophy and honesty. Somebody is taking back their life here. Moonstone, Tiger's Eye, and Lapis Lazuli. Orange, Calcite. So, Tiger's Eye helps with anxiety. And number 12 again, we keep getting it. It helps make realistic judgments, and that's what these people are doing, facing the reality of the situation. Has a great sense of balance. It suppresses anxiety and protects from the negative energies. It's a good for mental and spiritual wandering in order to find the cause of your unknown fear. Thus it can eradicate your sense of anxiety, controlling negative energy and makes realistic judgments. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to face it now and make that realistic judgment. Moonstone. It's about bringing mental stability, which is what's needed here, because somebody is definitely feeling close to the edge. Inspiration. Stressing over emotions for long periods of time affects the human body negatively. So there's some psychosomatic illness that keeps happening because of, like the impotence, because of this underlying problem. It stabilizes the balance and accumulates feelings of anger, anxiety, and other elements to add up to aggression, which is what I said, the arguments. Moonstone helps you to accept your current situation and grow generosity. Rather than making realistic decisions, it guides you to look over your current situation and improve your observation skills. So seeing things clearly for at last. It relieves your emotional stress and gives you spiritual realization. Rather than making you avoid a situation, it establishes you to make fundamental decisions. So you're going to face it finally. 6. It is the crystal of prosperity, this lapis lazuli, and success. It opens the third eye, raises inspiration, and makes harmony. It cultivates the power to think and re-examine your thoughts and traumas that were placed aside. It is more effective for those who are accustomed to mental training, and it allows them to experience the direct effects of looking inside themselves and finding the answers. So you can't just blame the other person. Stop judging them. Look to yourself, what you did that made it go wrong. It develops inspiration to help introspect oneself. It emphasizes development and success in order to help face the problems of this situation accurately. So there can be no later friendship if you do not accept where you caused your part in the problem. So what's that one? 18. Orange calcite. It pushes in energy and has a strong purifying ability. It especially invigorates and purifies the human body, so then the healing can take place. It balances emotions, eliminates fear, eradicates melancholy and depression, and gathers forces to solve this problem once and for all. It upgrades all energies in order to awaken the potential to the fullest. It amplifies the necessary energies that we need in order to start the day, such as vitality and courage. So today is one of courage, where you need to face things head on, and there may be battles and it could get violent, but it will bring everybody to a realization that this can't go on. If you don't feel free, if you feel trapped, that's not healthy, is it? So, thanks for listening.